Hello and welcome to Matt's Rocks. Today I'm going to be doing this Utah petrified wood. The last video was on the other half of this slab. And I'm going to do this slab, and then I'll probably work on this small Brazilian agate. I got it cut a little bit too thick, but it was an end piece. Actually, what I did was I cut the nodule halfway through this way, and it was probably that big. But I cut it halfway through this way, and when I put it back in the vise, the opposite way to cut it this side in, it ended up being crooked. And I tried to straighten it out, and I thought, well, I'm not going to be able to get that cut right, because I was doing it on my wet saw, or my water saw, and it just didn't work out right. You chip off that spot where I'd cut into it, because I'm going to have to cut it off anyway, but I'm going to go ahead and flatten this side out first when I do it. But let's go ahead and get started on this one, and this one should be out Friday. Hopefully I can get it done. Today's Thursday. I think. No, today's Wednesday. Let me look. Today's Tuesday. Yep. Okay. This will be out Friday. Being retired, I don't pay too much attention to what day it is. It's just another day. Okay, let's get started. I guess I better have my water over here. I don't think I need it on mist either. Hey, that's better. Imagine what happens when you turn on some water. Basically, all I'm doing is taking off the ugly, but I need to get it in a decent shape. I don't want it to look exactly like the last one I did, because they don't match, other than the brown's similar, but not quite the same. And it came off of this end, the other piece. And it was kind of like this was over here, and this would have been the other piece. I'd say that fracture there is healed, that little red line coming through there on this side, and it's healed on that side, but I've got a little fracture above it in that upper part right up in there. I have to cut that one all the way out because it doesn't go all the way through to the back. So you can see the yellow, it comes down to where this yellow stops. I'm hoping I'm seeing that right. I didn't put my towel in my lap yet. So this is going to take quite a bit more grinding because I still got to get some more of this out. Still got to get more of that out. And I got to get this edge down here because I got a crease running through here and another one running through there, but then I got that fracture to get off at the top part of this side, the back side, the other side. And then I'll figure out what kind of shape I'm going to turn it into. But I'm going to go ahead and turn these off for now. Bring you back in when I get it shaped. Okay, here's my shape. I've already taken it to the 20 or 280 grit. I think that'll be the face. And that'll be the back. But whoever gets it can fix it whichever way they want to fix it. Now it's time to stabilize it. Let me show it on this other camera real quick. I know that light's not going to be powerful enough to, I'll show it without light first. We need to put it in the right hand. You can see the white stuff in the fractures. I got this chip on the end that I don't want to take out because it's got red in it, but it'll stabilize in there. And then there's the back. It don't look too bad, but it just don't look like petrified wood, and it's not got a lot of different contrasting colors. Of course, this side here does have quite a few contrasting colors, and I wished I hadn't had to get rid of all that red up on the top. It had a lot more. Plus that yeah, that's it. That long chip up here on this side. What I could save of it is still red. Now let's show it. I've had my light on that whole time. Let's show it with some light behind it. And that's showing up. It's got red between the clear chalcedony and the other, so it looks red when there's no light on it. Oh. Kind of looks reddish when there's no light on it, but when you put the light on it, it's yellow again, just like the rest of it. But that's only because the jasper, which is making the red, or the whatever the color, whatever makes that color, I can't remember what the heck it is. Iron. I think it's iron. It makes red. But I also think most of that white will come out of those pits. I'm going to try to, I'm going to use my textile gun on it first, see if I can get any powder out of there as much powder out of it as I can before I glue it. But then I'll let it sit overnight, because I don't want to put the dryer on there. And the reason I don't want to put the glue accelerator on it is because I'm trying to get it to sink down into the fractures as far as they can. And as soon as how it cures, kind of, I guess, I'm assuming when it contact with air, it starts curing at the top and doesn't cure all the way down until after a little while. So I'm hoping that more will sink in that way, and where if I stabilize it just right after I put it on, or I mean stabilize it, if I accelerate it right as soon as I put it on, it's not going to sink down in there. That's my theory. It may be a stupid theory, but it's my theory. And I don't know how I got metal on that. Oh, setting it up there, I think. I don't know. That's different. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it reflecting there, those little, right there. That's metal on there, and I don't know how I got it. I may have set it up here after I dried it off the first time, or set it up on top of the machine. And I've still got scratches in it from the 280 grit, but I'm not going to worry about those because they'll come out on the 600. And there may be one or two 80 grit scratches, but I can get those out on the 600 too. Because they don't, I can't really tell much difference between them. But, and they may be soft spots in between the fibers too. That may be what it is too. Because they all seem to run this way, because I was running it this way to round it, but then I'd run it this way to get those scratches out and to get the soft spots cut back, or get the hard spots cut back down to where they're about the same size, same level as the soft spots, so that it doesn't keep staying there. But anyway, I'll do this all off camera, and oh yeah, aluminum or stainless steel, whatever that is, leaves a dark stain on you, and that was probably from rubbing on this here. I'll just use some soap and water. All right, I'll be back. It'll be just like that, and it'll be tomorrow. Okay, I'm back. This is dried overnight. Still got the glue on it. I did get a little bit stuck on the back there, a little thick, but it'll come off pretty easy. Not super easy, but one of those deals you just have to work on it until it comes off. It's dry. Where the hell's all the water coming from? Okay, we're ready. I want to turn on some water, dummy. Okay, I'm back. We got it done. Not a bad looking stone. I've already taken it to aluminum oxide. There's the front part. Nice and shiny. Now, all that white stuff, this side it was a little sugary, but it's still polished good on this side. But this side over here, the back side still has lines in it going side to side, and shiny and dull areas. It's because it's quartzite, I think. Oh, I didn't zoom that in. I moved it up, but I didn't zoom it in. Trying to see if I can get you to see the dull spots. And this side too, the quartzite or sugar agate, whatever it is cloudy looking, but it's also not as shiny as the rest of the darker colors. Some of the lighter colors are like this one on the side, this little piece of jasper on the side. It's still, well, I don't guess it's jasper, it's agate, but it's got jasper in between it and the rest of the stone where it had fractured at one time and then healed. And I think those other ones are healed, except for this little one here. But that was a big V chip out of that whole end, if you'll remember. And that piece I didn't want to lose, just because I'd lose so much more of that other brown, and it'd make the stone awful small. But I like it. And there are a few soft spots in it too, in the fibers, in between the fibers. I don't know if you can see them, but they look like scratches, but they're not scratches. They're places where it's healed up and left dust in it, or left kind of a sandy stuff in it. But anyway, thanks for watching. This one will be out Friday. I'm gonna go ahead and edit it today and put it up tonight for Friday. Today's Wednesday. 5th, the 5th of November. So this will be out on the 7th. And then I'm going to do this one here, like I mentioned yesterday, but I'm going to have a lot of grinding to do to get that side down, that whole side down where it needs to be, because this side's not as thick. I may try to get that in my, I don't think it's going to work, but I may try to put that in my oil saw with the auto feed and see if I can't make it straight somehow. Because that's going to take a while getting that down to that thickness. So that's how much I'd have to take off right there. Granted, it only comes down to part way, but then there's this place where I tried to cut it before too, so I'd have to grind that off also. And it wasn't even straight when I was trying to cut it off. But it got to where I couldn't hold it, so I just give up on that with the wet saw, or with the water saw, because it kept moving out. It was almost like it was curving, and you can see there's a second step in there, cut further into that side, and then it shifted back out here, hit something, shifted back out this way. But we'll get it done, and you guys will see that one on Friday. But so thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you on the next one. You guys have a good day.